Hello again and welcome back to your super show, The African Beat on the Voice of America. I'm David Vandy and I told you earlier when I started my show that my guest today is going to be Evangelist Hannah Mariama Williams, and she's from Sierra Leone. She's an African gospel recording artist and, she has been in the field for a very long time. And so she happened to be in the Washington, D.C. area, and I said, you know what? You cannot leave. You have to be part of the African Beat today. And so, welcome to the African Beats, Mariama.
Thank you, Mr. Vandy.
Well, you are Mariama Hannah Williams. Which one would you prefer, Mariama or Hannah?
Hannah.
Hannah, good. Yes. All right. Well, it's so good having you here. I know it's been a while, and I really wanted you on the show. And today I'm excited that you're here. So, what are you doing in the USA?
Well, I came for evangelism. I'm just coming from Texas, doing church planting mission, and I'm working also with Daystar Adopt a Village.
Oh, wow, that sounds great.
Yeah.
All right, and so today you are here, and I want to take you back to your musical career. I know you've started doing African gospel music for a very long time. How did you get into it? When did it all start for you?
Well, I started my music way back 1985, and I was attending Assemblies of God Church at Morristown,
in Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was a time I have a pastor called Pastor J.O. King, and he sees something in me. And then we have what we call Talent Night. And in that Talent Night, he said, Anna, at that time, they used to call me Mariama. Mariama, you can do it. I see something inside you. I said, well. I said, look at me. What did I even know? He said, go. You will be part of this talent show. And you can't believe I came first position
and
in
you
that
won it.
Talent show. And from then, Pastor King told me that, bow down, my daughter. I want to bless you. You will move the world. And this is how I started. Even though I don't know how to sing then properly, putting tunes together, but there was this zeal and zest moving me. Despite coming out from a background, calling Muslim background, and it was so difficult for me and my parents. But I said, God, this is the heartbeat. It's so beating in me that I should follow this dream. And this is how I just get into it.
And so let's look back a little bit. Okay. When we go back, we will say that when it comes to singing like gospel music or African gospel music at that time in Sierra Leone, you were the first female singer to actually come out.
Yes, to come out recording gospel female artists.
In Sierra Leone.
Recording gospel female artists in Sierra Leone.
Wow. And today when we talk to many of the young stars coming up, some of them give you a lot of credit. Because they actually, some of them passed through you, some of them were inspired by you. How do you feel? How does that make you feel?
Well, I feel good because there is a price that you need to pay so that things will work the way they should. And it was not really easy when I started. There is a lot of critics. And people say, oh, with this kind of voice you have, you are going to sing gospel. You don't want to make it in life. I said, this is what I want to do. And this is God's heartbeat for me. And I'm going to follow that dream.
And you've been singing ever since. You've never stopped.
I've never stopped.
All right. This is the African Beat on the Voice of America. And I'm David Vandy here in Washington, D.C., right from this great heart. And my guest today is our dear sister, Hannah Mariama Williams from Sierra Leone. And she's going to be performing some beautiful songs for us. And the first song we're going to ask her about is Pewa Launga. It's a new song, right?
Yes, but it's remix of my first album.
Of your first album. And this one is taken from the best of Hannah Williams.
Yep.
Okay, Pewa Launga. I know what that means because I am from the same tribe as you, the Mende tribe. Okay, but people want to know exactly why did you title the song that way? Pewa Launga, like a big door, big house have been opened to you.
Yeah. The big house of the Lord is open unto you. So I'm calling on people that they should not relent and come to this big house. There is a package waiting for them. A lot of blessing from the Lord is waiting for them. If only they hearken to that voice that the big house is open, where God himself is there to smile on them.
And so, Pewa Launga is the tune that our sister Hannah Mariama Williams is going to perform right here in this studio, Studio 4 at the Voice of America for you. So let's go over to Mariama right now in this beautiful tune, Pewa Launga.
Pewa Launga bondesia. Pewa Launga Pewa Launga
Wow, beautiful. That was just lovely. I love the beat and I love the way you singing and your moves, girl. You've got some moves.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate
All right. Well, I know you just told me, and but what are you involved in back home? What do you do apart from singing?
Well, I'm a fashion designer.
Oh my God, you design dresses?
Yes, all the dresses you see me wearing, I design it. And also, I'm a caterer. So
My goodness, what there is this saying we say jack of all trade, is it? And at the end they would say it's the master of none, but
Yeah.
you seem to be the master of all.
yeah. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the fashion designing. How did you come into that?
Well, I've been in fashion for the past 20 years. It's just that people know me for music because my father, he was a dressmaking.
Okay.
Somebody, and he has a very good big shop, and he used to sew for most of this Lebanese people, and I just fall in love with it. I remember vividly when I used to come from school, I would just get into his shop, and you see all those that are working with him. Oh, this girl has come again in our language. I said, this is my father's shop. I'm going to possess
I have to be there.
I have to be there. And you can't believe it's 5 of us in our family, my siblings and I, and then most of them cannot even get that vision of sewing. And I said, look, this work, I just love it. I want to do it.
This is what my father does, and
Yes,
I'm going to
so
do
I
it.
want to keep it. And you
wanna
can
keep that
believe
legacy
it.
alive.
Yeah. And so in my family, you find out that I am the only one that can sew.
That took after your dad.
Yes, even my
Whoa.
brothers, I have 3 brothers, none of them is today. They say, wow, they used to call me Mama. Mama, wow, we admire you so much.
So do they bring their clothes to you for sewing?
Yes, and I charge
them. Do you charge them?
Yeah, they have to pay me because that's my job.
Because they had the same opportunity as you.
Yes, because I believe that when your parent has a gift, for that gift to pass through you, it's very simple. It's just for you to go there and grab it. And that's what I did.
And they refused to do that. And
Yes,
you
and
looked at it,
today
you saw the
they-
opportunity,
oh, no.
and you grabbed it.
Yeah.
And,
because-
and you say you're a caterer too.
Yes.
And you cater for those big
I cater
businesses. and-
for weddings. I do
so
all
let's put it-
decorations.
let's put it simply that you are a very good cook.
Very, very, very good cook. That's one I can say it.
Licking my mouth.
You just call on me.
just call.
I will make a perfect dish for you.
Oh my goodness. All right. She will make a perfect dish for you. Okay, you've just heard about the other side of our sister Mariama, Hannah. She said I should say Hannah. Yeah, our sister Hannah Mariama Williams. I love calling the full name.
Oh, that's
Hannah
great.
Mariama Williams. I love it. So we're going to go to our next track. The next song she's going to sing is called The African Woman. And I was listening to this song. I was touched by it. To be honest, I only got to hear that song when you gave me the CD.
Wow.
I've never heard it. And I said, wow, this song is hard. It is touching. And so let's talk about the African woman. All what you've said about yourself depicts an African woman. But, this song just came to you, and you are singing it out for every African woman out there.
Yeah, especially when I was in Guinea, I used to train young girls, and most of them are,
You were in Guinea. How did you get to Guinea?
well, during the war, I went to Guinea.
You went there as a refugee?
Yes.
You were displaced too?
Yes, and I refuse to be a displaced because I have something inside me. And I went to the place where they call Bellevue, and I used to visit different places, different churches, bringing women together so that they will not just be misused by any other men and give them just small cash. I provoke them to have something inside them by learning trade, learning how to make the small dresses, bedspread, and I am the one who design the bedspread. You see the loved bedspread.
With a heart.
With a heart.
With a heart design.
Yes, I designed that one. And today you go to Conakry, you'll see, and people, bravo with that. And I want to give God the praise.
So that's why you got this inspiration for this particular song, The African Woman.
The African woman. That, wow, this African woman, people need to come out. It's not just giving birth. It's not just being at the back of the kitchen cooking. It's not just giving, breastfeeding, staying in the house. You can do what the men can do. Woman, come out. So I gave myself up. And I was doing little things with my money, and I decided to train those women. Wow. And today, I give God the praise for those women. Many of them are out there doing something.
Doing something.
And so,
And you know, I love it when you say, in as much as during the war, you were displaced from your country and you went into Guinea, you refused to be displaced. You
Yes.
refused to be a refugee.
yeah, I came
You made
out.
yourself useful.
Yes.
And become somebody, and you decided to help the other women out there. All right, that's such a powerful message. If you're out there, you're listening, my guest today is our dear sister, Hannah Mariama Williams. And so let's enjoy this track now. It is called The African Woman. Don't just dance to it. I want you to listen to the lyrics of this song because it is powerful. The African Woman is our next track.
African woman, are you ready to come out from the dark? Say yeah. Woman, African woman, woman, beautiful woman, woman, wonderful woman. Get ready to touch the world. Get ready to touch the world. Yeah, 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 yeah. African woman, so beautiful. Yeah, 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 yeah. African woman, so good to look. Yeah. African woman, time has come for a nation. African woman, we need reorientation. African woman, we've got to stop woman oppression. African woman, be a woman is such limitation. Yeah, 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 yeah. African woman, so beautiful. Yeah, 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 yeah. African woman, so good to look. Yeah. African woman has lot to show, so wake up and join the fight. Cause we know we all can shine the light. Let's try all we can to claim our right. We do really want to touch the wall. If you don't believe, we can show the proof. The African woman can reach the roof. We can lead, we can govern, yes, we can rule. We put a stop to all female circumcision. And we all say yes to education. Underage marriage is not a good promotion. Be beautiful, be wonderful, be lovable, uh-huh. Yeah, 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 yeah. African woman, so beautiful. Yeah, 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 yeah. African woman, so good to look. Yeah. Woman, African woman, woman, beautiful woman, woman, wonderful woman. Get ready to touch the world. Get ready to touch the world. African woman, they say all we know is giving back. African woman, what the men can do, we can do too. African woman, if you need a better treatment for all widows, say yeah. If you know every child needs education, say yeah. Come on. African woman, dance for me, yeah. African woman, smile for me, yeah. African woman, shine your light, yeah. African woman, do your thing, yeah. African woman, make some move, make some move, yeah.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. What a song, man. What a song. You know, make sure you get a copy of this. Make sure you get a copy because this is going to go places. So before I get to the next track, Hannah, people that are listening to you or watching you right now will want to say, man, this song is good. The album is good, but how can we get it? How can people reach you? Because people from all over the world are going to be hearing you. They're going to be seeing your songs. And these days, the internet is very important. So how can people get your songs?
Well, I have some of my song on YouTube. You just type Hannah Williams, Sierra Leone. Then you can get some of my song. Or
Do you have them on iTunes?
no.
Well, I think you should build that up. You should develop that to get your songs on iTunes so that people can buy it
Yeah.
and you will benefit from them.
I think I will give you that project to do it for me.
All right, and then we have to involve King Milan in that. King Milan, we have to involve King Milan in that. All right, so we are going to get there. We're going to get there. So you are here now, and I understand your son is also into music.
Wow.
And he in fact he's an engineer. Let's talk about him a little bit. What's his name again?
He's John Steven.
John Stevens. Yes. I understand he's one of the best young engineers right now in the country.
They call him Chris Steve the Wonder. So that's his music name. And you can't believe some of the song, African Woman, and also the song that I sang, Why You Like Me So, he's the one that played.
And that's going to be my next track. It's going to be my final. Because I decided to keep that song to be my last song for this show because it is my wife's favorite. Mary loves that song. She played it in the car until the CD got damaged and she still continued to play it. And the kids were asking, Mommy, is this the only song you have?
This is great.
Yeah. So we give kudos to John, and people have been telling me about him, about the work that he does, and we just encourage him to keep going. All right.
Amen.
So now let's come to my final song for today, and my final song is "Why You Like Me So." Why do you like me so? And it is a song, in as much as it's got a gospel flavor and a gospel background, but it is a song that will pass for any kind of crowd.
Yeah.
Because people just love the song. So tell me about this song. How did this song come about?
Well, this song is, there was a time sitting down, I was just reflecting of the goodness of God in my life and where God has taken me and where he has brought me today. So many trials, persecutions that have come my way. I say, wow, God, why do you really love me? That I'm still alive with all this trauma in my life. You still keep me and I'm still moving on. I say, God, I was just sitting and I say, why you like me so? Why you like me so? Why you like me so, Daddy? Why you like me so? I don't know.
Wow.
And because I know most of my song, I will add the French flavor in it. So because of the
time you spent in Guinea,
time
and so you were able to learn the French.
And when you get to Bellevue, you call Hannah Williams. Oh, wow.
Everybody knows Hannah
Everybody
Williams.
knows Hannah Williams. I started the training of adult literacy in Guinea. And it was not really there. And I went for it. I go there. So for that, I won a lot of award in Guinea. I give God the praise for that.
All right. So finally, Hannah, I know you're an activist. You love to push women and young girls, So what would be your final message? Because some of these young ladies out there, and even those that are older, will be watching or listening to you right now.
Yeah.
And they need some words of inspiration from you. What will you tell them, especially those who are going to school or those who do not have the opportunity? In other African countries, some of them are even going now as refugees. Some of them are displaced where there is war, where there is fighting going on. And your experience of refusing to be displaced, refusing to be called a refugee, that you went into another man's land and you made it a home and you decided to help other people. What would be your message to them?
Well, my message, especially to young women coming up, I don't want you to look at your beauty, your facial beauty, but look at what is inside you. God made every being and put something mighty inside us. It's us to come out and show it to the world and say, no, I am not going to allow myself to stay where I am. Every day there is a letter for us to claim as a woman. Woman is a virtue. So don't look down on yourself that one man will come that, oh, I will give you everything that you want. Yes, maybe he will give you for that moment. But there is a time that he cannot give it to you if you have nothing inside you. But when you have something inside you, be a woman that are ready to push forth, to move forward, to make life and to challenge other life so that you can make it happen.
I guess that is well said. You have to push, you have to make, you have to believe in yourself. So go for it. And if you have that talent, don't hesitate. Speak it out. Just spit it out there and the world will be ready to accept you. So our dear sister, Hannah Mariama Williams, I want to thank you so very much for being our guest on the Great African Beat today. And I hope that anytime you are in the U.S. again, you will definitely come around here.
Wow, I'm excited. I just want to say thank you to VOA, Mr. David Vandy, and the engineer at the back. I want to say thank you. I love you all. God bless you.
All right. And so right now, our sister is going to close with this track, my favorite track, and I'll dedicate it to my wife, Mary. She loves it very much. Yeah, she loves it. Why You Like Me So? Why Do You Like Me So? And that's a very special tune. Well, on behalf of my guest, Hannah Mariama Williams, my engineers, Gary and Nick, and of course, my technician on duty is Joe Gill. And the great King Milan from SLBC, who is my co-producer, I would say. He's always around. I am David Vandy here in Washington, and I will leave you now with this special track performed by our dear sister, Hannah Mariama Williams, and this is Why You Like Me So. Peace.
So I know no. Baby long wange, baby long wange, baby long wange, get what baby long wange, giko. Pourquoi tu m'aimes, Jésus, pourquoi tu m'aimes, je sais pas. You come on a heaven. Change me story. You give yourself just for give me new life. I mean then not that you bring me kind of life. You pass me and you give me fine clothes. Why you like me so? Why you like me so? I don't know. I praise you, I give you all the glory. You name na rabbi, teacher for all man. Today na you, tomorrow na you. Oh. Why you like me so? Why you like me so? I know.